Have you ever noticed how you can want change with your whole heart? But the moment you try to act, something inside you tightens. You hesitate, you delay. You slide back into the version of you swore you were done with. Most people think that's weakness. It's not. It's resistance, the quiet force inside you that protects your past more than it believes in your future. And until you understand it, you'll keep mistaking protection for failure. Today, we're going to change that. You say you want to change, you set goals, make plans, and feel the spark. But then you don't. Or you start and gradually slide back into old habits, familiar excuses. The version of you thought you had left behind. Why does this happen? Because something unseen is working behind the scenes, gentle as a whisper, persistent as a tide telling you to stay. That something is resistance. It's not laziness or lack of willpower. It's your mind's built-in defense against disruption. Deep beneath your conscious intentions, your psyche prefers what it knows, even if it's unhealthy. Change means becoming someone new, and that threat triggers emotional shutdown. Why you feel stuck? If you've ever felt stuck when you know better, when you mean well but don't follow through, you're not broken. You're bumping into your internal safety system. Let's learn to listen to that voice and then lovingly outgrow it. So here's how to begin. The next time resistance speaks, pause. Don't argue, don't rush past it. Ask gently and honestly, what are you trying to protect me from? And then listen, really listen, because every excuse carries a story and every story holds a wound. Growth happens when you stop pushing and start conversing, when you stop fighting the voice inside and start guiding it forward. Outgrowing resistance doesn't mean silencing it. It means teaching it something new. That safety isn't staying small, it's learning to stretch. This isn't just about transformation. It's about reparenting the parts of you that flinch when growth knocks. It's about showing them that discomfort doesn't mean danger anymore, and that this time, you're leading with love. Where resistance begins. Resistance isn't random, it has roots. Your habits, your routines, the stories you tell yourself, all of them form your identity. Even if some pieces don't serve you anymore, they're still yours. Familiar, predictable. And when you threaten that narrative, your ego sends an alert. Emotionally, resistance shows as procrastination, self-sabotage, overthinking, I need more time, rationalizing old habits as spiritual or logical decisions. Socially, change can isolate. New boundaries or bold choices may unsettle those around you. Change demands not only action, but also grief, courage, and an identity rebirth. No wonder we hesitate to change. It stirs up far more than just new actions. It thumps against the walls of who we think we are. What resistance feels like. Resistance isn't loud. It's subtle and slippery, masterful at hiding behind reason. You set an intention and spend hours organizing your workspace instead. You dream of launching that passion project, yet can't find the courage to take the first step. You want to speak up, but the words stick in your throat. Every hesitation is backed by a silent question. Who will I become if I do this, and will I still belong? That's the part no one talks about. Change isn't threatening because the action is hard. It's threatening because it asks you to loosen your grip on the identity you've spent years building. Even if that identity is outdated, painful, or limiting, it's still familiar. And familiarity feels like safety. So when you try to grow, your mind isn't resisting the task. It's resisting the identity shift beneath it. You're not just trying to form a new habit, you're trying to become someone new. Someone who thinks differently, chooses differently, behaves differently, demands differently. That takes energy because you're not rearranging your life. You're migrating your sense of self. And that kind of growth always comes with friction. Not because you're weak, but because your inner world is reorganizing itself around a new truth. A truth that asks you to step away from who you've been and toward who you're meant to become. Comfort audit where safety reigns. Before you can make any changes, you need to be brutally honest about what you're protecting. That's what comfort is. protection from failure, judgment, discomfort, effort, and even from your own ambition. Comfort zones aren't soft, they're armor. And like any armor, they keep you safe but also keep you stiff, stuck, and limited. List 3 areas of your life where you feel fine but not fulfilled, where you're coasting. Not miserable, but not alive either. Now ask yourself, what am I getting out of staying in this zone? Be honest. Is it predictability, approval, avoidance of risk? List the hidden payoffs. You can share that in the comments so other people will get inspired from this. Your inner protectors, the mechanics of resistance. Resistance isn't malicious, it's protective. It's your brain avoiding pain before it even arrives. It's the part of you that learned long ago, vulnerability can hurt, change can bring loss, and risk might mean rejection. So resistance wraps you in routines, in polished hesitation. It doesn't say, don't grow. It says, don't get hurt. But here's the truth, you can survive discomfort. And when you stop mistaking it for danger, you start reclaiming your freedom. So instead of bulldozing through resistance, try this. Name it, this is resistance. It's a signal, not a stop sign. Befriend it. Ask, what are you protecting me from? Thank it, acknowledge its intentions, even if they no longer serve. Choose anyway, take a small aligned action, even with fear present. Compassion doesn't block progress, it clears the path. Ask that question, write it down. Let your hand move slower than your brain. See what answers come up, not the polished ones, but the real ones. The ones that sting a little. Because inside those answers is the doorway you've been circling, and maybe it's time to knock. Where in your life has resistance actually protected you in the past? And where is it keeping you small now? If you're starting to see your own resistance differently, I've put together a free resource to help you go deeper. It's a set of chapter previews and guided prompts designed to help you understand your inner blocks, soften them, and finally move through change with confidence instead of fear. You can grab it through the link in the description. You don't need to force it, but you do need to face it. You can't outrun resistance, but you can outgrow it. You can learn to see it as a landmark of change, not a block against it. You can trace it to its roots, name the grief, understand the fear, and then still do it. True change isn't about forcing the door open. It's about becoming someone who no longer needs to lock it shut. Try this. 1. The resistance inventory. Write down something you've wanted to change but haven't. Then ask, what thoughts arise when I imagine making this shift? Who might be disappointed or challenged by this decision? What am I really afraid might occur if I succeed? 2. Dialogue with resistance. Write a conversation, you versus your resistance. Let it speak. Then answer as your future self, wise, bold, and unafraid. 3. Stretch softly. Choose the tiniest version of the action you're avoiding. Want to run a marathon? Start with a walk. Want to start a business? Buy the domain. Want to quit your job? Edit one paragraph of your CV. Momentum is built on trust, the trust you can keep a small promise to yourself. Identity expansion, who I am becoming. You're not changing just what you do, you're changing who you think you are. Identity work is sneaky. It doesn't happen all at once, but every time you stretch, every time you move through resistance, you're rewriting your self-concept. You're not pushing through a wall, you're stepping through a doorway. And every time you stretch into resistance, the door opens a little wider. It's not about becoming flawless, it's about becoming honest. Because growth isn't measured by how fast you change, it's measured by how honestly you do. Resistance isn't the villain. It's the guardian at the threshold, asking if you're truly ready. And when you meet it with curiosity, self-respect, and small courageous acts, you don't just change, you evolve. You become more of who you've always been beneath the fear. Because in resisting, we're not broken. We're birthing something new. And every time you meet resistance with awareness, not aggression, you reclaim who you really are. And that's the beautiful struggle of growth. This video draws directly from the core teachings in my book, Breaking Comfort Zones. Expand your world beyond fear into transformation and its companion workbook. You'll find them linked in the description. They're designed to work side by side. Remember this, your courage is your own, your growth is your own, and your life is your own. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.